Hi everyone, it's Eileen with Creative Eye Designs. Today we are going to make some apple pie cupcakes. So I'm starting off with some cut up sponge, and I got a tutorial from Peep This Y'all on YouTube. You can find her on YouTube and just search for um, apple pie. So it's just pieces of sponge cut up. I throw them in a plastic bag with some paint and some cinnamon and just toss it around, squish it into your sponge, and you'll get all different shades and they will look like pieces of apple once we get started. So I just have a cupcake base. You can use a dummy cupcake. You can use your gaps and cracks. I have gaps and cracks in mine. And what I do is I cut off the top to make it flat. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little hot glue down to start. And I'm just going to take those pieces and I'm going to just start placing them on here. And there's no rhyme or reason. I do want to leave a little space around the edge for my pie crust. So you're just going to randomly place your pieces of apple on the base. And I'm going to give it a press down. Just be careful not to burn yourself with the hot glue, just to keep those in place. And then I'm just going to start adding a second layer, and I'll just add a little hot glue to the sponge. And I'm going to just bring it in a little bit so that it's not going around the whole edge, but bringing it towards the center, if that makes sense. So yeah, go check out Cindy with Peep This Y'all to learn how to make the pieces of the apples. She does an amazing tutorial on there. And you should just go give her a follow if you haven't found her yet, because she's got tons and tons of tutorials that I have learned so much from watching her. So thank you, Cindy. Okay, so I've got my second layer on there. And again, I'm just going to give it a gentle press down to make sure that that hot glue is, keeping my pieces in place. So once you have all that done, I have some others that are prepped here. And I have some spackle that I mixed up. And I'm using a basket weave tip, which I left out dry. So let's see if we can squeeze this through. Just going to take a little toothpick. All right, so I have a basket weave tip here that I'm using. And I just took some lightweight spackle and I added some of my yellow oxide from Liquitex to give me sort of that pie crust color and mix it up really, really well, guys. And then I'm just going to, like you've seen me do before on other pie cupcakes, I'm just going to squeeze that spackle out. And I start in the center and crisscross it. And it's as easy as that, guys. It's as easy as that. Just continue making your pie crust. And if you don't have a basket weave tip, you could use a flat tip. Whatever you have. You can use whatever you have to make a lattice pie crust. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. And then I'm just going to crisscross on the other side. And I want those, you know, chunks of apple to show through. So there you have it. You could even space it out further apart so that you do see like those pieces of apple there. And then I have a coupler on my piping bag so that I can just switch out my piping tip to do the outside. I have my tip in a cup of water, so bear with me. And then I'm just going to use a open star tip. This one is a 21. If you're familiar with the 1M, it looks like a 1M, but it's just smaller because we're doing minis. We're doing minis here. And then I'm just going to pipe around the edge. I'm going to squeeze and just give it a gentle motion. Let the piping tip do the work. Squeeze and just come forward. So you see I'm squeezing and pulling, squeeze and pull. I'm never bringing my piping tip up. I'm letting the piping tip do the work. And that's it, guys. Just like that. You can also put your piping tip going the other way, which I may end up doing on the rest. And you'll get a complete different look. So that's it. I'm going to let this dry. And then I'll go in with some paint to give it some shading and color and all the things. And I'm also going to add a scoop of vanilla ice cream on top. So that will come in a few days once my apple pie cupcakes dry. And thanks for watching. If you are enjoying the content, please like and subscribe. It would mean so much to me. And I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.